Good morning, children. We are continuing with playing with magnets, and we came to the end of the chapter. Already I gave for you, I explained each and every point, and I gave for you the objective also. I hope you tried. Today with finally question answers, we are going to close this one. Few question answers, means small 10 question answers I am going to give for you. Try to answer them. Then I hope if you are trying to answer them, I hope you follow. For that, the first 5 are, first one, what is a magnet? Coming to here, we can see that the first one, what is a magnet? Try to explain this one, for what purpose we are using the magnet, and how many types of magnets are there, and define them and give examples for this one. Next one, how is compass used to find direction? Here you can mention what are first, what is a compass and what is the structure of that one, and for what purpose we are using this compass, and who are using this one, in which directions the compass will show. You have to write about that one. Next one, what is meant by directional property? To show the directional property, which magnet we are using. To show means all the magnets shows north and south direction only, but specifically we are using bar magnet, and you have to tell that suspend the bar magnet, tie a thread to that one, suspend the bar magnet, and just you twist that one and find out whether it stops near north and south directions or not. You have to find that one. By that we can say the directional property. Next one, define magnetic and non-magnetic substances. You have to explain magnetic substances means the substances which get attracted to the magnet are called magnetic substances, and you will mention there all the metal items come under magnetic substances. Non-magnetic substances, the substances which do not attract to the magnet are called as non-magnetic substances. Here you will go with the plastic, wood, rubber, etc. And next question is draw different types of magnets. What are they? We are having only 4 types of magnets: the bar magnet, ring magnet, disc magnet, and horseshoe magnet. Draw that 4 magnets. Here, this define magnetic and non-magnetic substances. Draw different types of magnets, and how is a compass used to find directions. These 3 answers always repeats in the examination. Once again, how is a compass used to find direction? Define magnetic and non-magnetic substances with examples, and draw different types of magnets. These 3 questions are very must and important. Next, coming to next. five questions, what are those means? Does the earth behave as a magnet? How do you prove it? This is 8 marks question and very important. Here you have to explain clearly that we have to take the 2 bar magnets and one we have to suspend, the other one we have to place on the table, and later we have to remove the magnet which we placed on the table, and we have to suspend that one. It shows the north and south directions. Not only that, some force is acting between that one. What is that? The earth acts as a magnet. And with this, for this answer, you have to draw the diagram of the magnetic field also. In this answer, you have to draw the magnetic field, and in the middle the earth. This also you have to represent. Does earth behave as a magnet? How do you prove it? You have to draw the magnetic field diagram and you have to explain. This is, I am telling, it is an essay question. Don't write in 1 or 2 lines. Try to make it bigger. Then, what is magnetic induction? Already we did this one. The magnetic property possessed by magnetic substance in the presence of magnet near to that is called. For this, what you have to do? Aim. What are the things required? Procedure. First, you have to don't just see what is the definition of magnetic induction. What is the process? What all process we did to find out magnetic induction? You have to write that one. First, you keep aim. Next, the apparatus. Next, the procedure, and finally, you give the definition of magnetic induction. Next, how to make your magnet also. We have to use the bar magnet and the iron nail, and what is the procedure we are going to do to get it as a magnet. You try that. Next, write about like poles and unlike poles. So here, simply don't write the definition. Just you draw the bar magnets and show the north and south direction and south and as I showed for you this. You draw 2 bar magnets. Here north, here south, here north. Then this is showing the like poles, and when we are taking another 2 bar magnets, here north, here south, here north, here south. So the first one is indicating like poles and the second one is indicating unlike poles. Always these like poles repel each other, and we know that the unlike poles attract each other. So with the diagram of bar magnets, try to explain what are the like poles and what are the unlike poles. What happens to the like poles? They repel each other, and what happens to the unlike poles? They will attract each other. Draw the diagrams and try to explain this one. Then how do you separate the iron fillings from the soil? 2 to 3 times I repeated. And if you do the experiment, keep safely the iron fillings and you show for me. Total I gave you 10 answers, and in this 5 which are very important is the 6th one. Does the earth behave as a magnet? Next one, what is magnetic induction, and write about like poles and unlike poles. These 3 questions will be repeated always in the exams. What are those? Does the earth behave as a magnet? Then what is magnetic induction? And write about like poles and unlike poles. Did you got me? The next, these 10 answers I must then these 10 answers, and I hope the objective part you completed, and these 10 answers I must see in your classwork. And with this, tomorrow what we are going to start is rain. Where does it come from? We all are interested, no? When it is raining, we all like to play in the rain, and what we do paper boats and just live into that one. Is it correct or not? So tomorrow we are going to start that one here. Then from where does it come? First, how it will rain. Okay. Next we will talk about how are clouds formed. How are clouds formed? Next, what are water bodies? Means how the water bodies are helping for the occurrence of rain. how it will rain, then how are clouds formed, what are water bodies, then how many types of matters are there, how many types of matters are there. The next, what is evaporation? Next, what is condensation? Next, what is water cycle? Then, what are hailstones? Next, what is a sunny day and rainy day? Or sunny day, windy day, so these all topics we will cover in this rain lesson. To know what we will discuss, how it will rain, then how are clouds formed, what are water bodies, okay, then how many types of matters are there, what is evaporation, then what is condensation, what is water cycle, what are hailstones, then what is a sunny day and windy day, then all the clouds will be at a particular point, or will they move from one place to another, all the clouds will form the rain, or a particular type of clouds will form rain. These all things we are going to learn in our next lesson. These all topics. Okay.